Who would have guessed that one of the most controversial blockbusters of the year would come from Superman himself? Not just any Superman, James Gunn's Superman. The film didn't just fly into theaters, it soared. And while the box office numbers are already raising eyebrows, it's what's behind the numbers that's turning heads. Kindness, controversy, and a cultural war of words? Let's dive in. $122 million in its domestic debut. $217 million globally. That's not just a win, that's a message. James Gunn's reboot of the iconic superhero didn't just outperform expectations, it became his second biggest launch ever, trailing only behind Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. With just the opening weekend, this Superman has already left a crater-sized impact on the industry. Some might say it's the Superman name that sells. But let's be honest, name alone isn't enough. Audiences came in droves for something different. And they got it. In a heartfelt post, Gunn shared what set this version apart. "We've had a lot of super in Superman over the years," he said, "but I'm happy to have made a movie that focuses on the man part. And it shows. This isn't a Superman built from steel and brooding silences. He's a man shaped by empathy, kindness, and the desire to help, not just defeat. It's a quiet revolution in storytelling, and audiences are resonating with that shift." Critics are calling it the most human Superman portrayal since Christopher Reeve. Gunn's Superman isn't just a hero, he's a symbol. More than ever, the immigrant metaphor is front and center. A man from another world, raised in Kansas, trying to do good in a society that often sees him as other. Sound familiar? This narrative struck a nerve. Supporters praised the film for tackling the immigrant experience with grace and depth, but not everyone was thrilled. In fact, some labeled it too political, accusing it of pushing a so-called woke agenda. Within hours of the premiere, social media lit up with conservative voices accusing the film of being anti-American or preachy. The backlash reached meme-level status when Donald Trump himself reposted an AI image mocking Gunn's Superman, labeling it a flop despite the stellar numbers. This wasn't just a movie release, it became a cultural flashpoint. But here's the twist, the controversy might be fueling the hype. Every angry tweet and post pushed more people to theaters, curious to see what the fuss was all about. Despite the noise, the film is holding strong where it counts. Critics gave it an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes, the best for a Superman film in decades. And audiences? An A- cinema score. That's not just good, that's franchise launching good. Preview night alone brought in $22.5 million, a 2025 record. Even skeptics are coming around. Many walked in expecting political preaching and walked out surprised by how personal, emotional, and universal the film felt. Superman isn't just a standalone film. It's the first domino in a 10-year plan by Gunn and Peter Safran to reboot the entire DC universe. And they're not wasting time. Coming next, Supergirl, Clayface, and the highly anticipated Lanterns series. All part of DC's bold new phase, Gods and Monsters. With Superman setting the tone, the stakes couldn't be higher. David Zaslav, the head of Warner Brothers Discovery, is calling it the start of a new golden age for DC storytelling. So here we are. Superman's back, but he's not the same. And maybe that's the point. This film didn't just revive a hero, it reframed him. A protector not just of Earth, but of humanity's best qualities: compassion, courage, and kindness. And for all the noise, one thing is clear: people are watching, talking, debating, and most importantly, they're showing up. Because in a world this divided, maybe what we needed most was a reminder of the man beneath the cape. Stay tuned. The DC universe is just getting started.